Yo, what's good peeps? I'm gonna count down the top 5 perverted games of 2018, so make sure you keep it locked.
Number 5.
To me, this is actually quite a surprising title to be on the Nintendo Switch, but it did get a fair bit of attention. For those wanting an innocent perspective of what SNK Agura Reflection is about, it's basically a girl trying to overcome her sweetness and tell a guy how she feels. That's one way to look at it, but on the real, this is basically one of those weird romance kind of games where you get to creepily hit on people by saying things to them, and in this case, offering them a massage. This has definitely got a lot of fan service surrounding it, so for those who have the Nintendo Switch and do like one of those questionable games, this definitely falls in that category.
Number 4.
Now, I'll be honest, this is actually a game that I had some pretty high hopes for. I'm personally a huge fan of SNK fighting games, and let's face it, they have had some very nice looking character models over the years. SNK Heroine Tag Team Frenzy is well aware of this fact, and the whole game is based around the hot girls element. Now, if the actual fighting engine, which I do use the term loosely, was as good as the other SNK fighting games, you could maybe give this game a pass. But we all know what SNK was doing here and what the main selling point of SNK Heroine Tag Team Frenzy was.
Number 3.
You know me, any opportunity to put any Yakuza game on any list, I'm definitely gonna try and do that, and that's simply because the Yakuza series to me is awesome, and Yakuza 6 is a really good game. Actually, it's a very good game, but there is one thing that has raised many eyebrows as well as made some point tighter, and that's the fact that there is a mini game in Yakuza 6 where you can talk to a cam girl. Yes, that's right, a mainstream video game has you engaging in some online sex room antics with an actual cam girl.
Number 2.
I suppose you could argue if one of the first features of a game that it tells you about it is basically its epic boob bouncing, then it has to be on this list. Galvan 2 may be a kind of perverted game, but it is a real sense of humor about it, and most of the perverted antics and those big bouncy boobs are done in jest. How can you take any game seriously when the premise is that you are the most attractive person around an army of hot chicks who are literally trying to rush after you? Mixing this absurdness with the mechanics of a first-person shooter is odd, weird and disturbing, but it does actually work.
Number 1.
Punchline was released in Japan a couple of years back, and it is one of those weird visual novel kind of games. I don't really know where to begin with this one, but to say the basics are, Yuta is basically a high school dude who just so happens to faint when he sees girls' underwear. This is no joke, this guy actually does have some real issues with girls' underwear. He ends up getting his spirit separated from his body, but I suppose some gamers might see the good aspect of this because now he can actually look up girls' skirts. However, you do this too much and not only will he faint, the whole world would be destroyed. Keeping it real, this game does sound weird, and it knows that it is actually a weird game, but the fact that it fully embraces it actually makes it a really fun game to explore. Anyway peeps, thanks for sitting through the 5 top perverted games of 2018 countdown list. Have you played any of these games, and what do you think of my top 5 games? As always, if you did enjoy this quick urban gameplay video, be sure to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so before, and until next urban gameplay video, we definitely say peace out peeps.
Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more cool urban gameplay videos.